Buddy podcast, baby. We are live in Toronto.
Live.
I'm a dude, he's a buddy.
And I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
Jared Campbell and Danny Martinello coming at you.
Danny Martinello, Jared Campbell.
From our home turf.
From our home turfs, our old little squatting grounds,
We
some
are
would say.
back, baby.
We are in a lovely basement.
This is a corporate office, Danny, where I think I thrive.
Yeah, and I didn't
You-
sell out. I bought in, baby.
Yeah, you look like you just parked your mop and bucket around the corner.
Yeah, man. They needed a guy. They needed a couple guys that had some ideas, and I've been cleaning the floors around here, cleaning up after hours, and I found a couple things, and I decided to give a little bit of input.
Fucking dude, I love
I
it.
gave a little bit of input, and they said, you know what, man? Like, put the mop down, pick it up.
This fucking no country for old men haircut you have.
I'm looking for a man.
We got you that Lloyd Christmas
Yeah, we did.
at my local
Decided to double down on it.
local barbershop. Sure did. You
Paid
actually-
$40 for this haircut. Last time I accidentally paid $24, and I intentionally went and paid $40 for this.
Well, you handed the barber, you handed him a picture of Lloyd Christmas. I believe he said, "Are you
He
serious?"
said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "No," and he laughed. And then halfway through the haircut, he said this, and then I was like, "What are you laughing at?" He goes, "Man, I feel like this is the equivalent of asking a Muslim to drink."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I said,
Sure.
"Don't worry about it, buddy. There's nothing haram about this cut."
More like having a big bowl of bacon, dude.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is-
yeah.
This is sacrilege, man.
But I mean, like, what really, like, he's worried about haram things. This is the most halal haircut you can get because I'm not even getting pussy.
You know what it is? He's what he's worried about. You've literally walked into a place and you've asked a professional to do their job poorly.
Yeah.
Can you just fuck it up?
Yeah.
Fuck me up,
It's
dude.
like I ask, you get a couple painters and you're like, to get your house, and then they just leave it looking like it's one of those.
Sure, yeah.
You throw it against it and they go,
Plastic tarps hanging everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, do you think you could not put the drywall tape on and just let the seams show?
Yeah, don't cover the light switches, man. Just go right over top of the light. That's what he did. He went right over the light switch with that
Yeah.
haircut. And then on the way out, God bless her, the girl that cut my hair for years, on the way out, she goes, "If anybody asks, do not tell them that you got your hair cut here."
Yeah, I went to Supercuts. That's what I went. I went to First Choice.
It's funny because
I took the last choice for the first choice cut.
it's kind of like a dirt shit haircut for like a good barbershop, but it's like an pretty decent haircut for like super cuts or first choice.
Buddy, let me tell you, it's like, I think this is like the equivalent to like a schoolboy mullet. You know how like kids wear mullets?
Yeah.
This one's like, this is church in the front and like lice in the back.
Yeah, you do look like the guy that gets called to the principal's office when they're doing the lice check in the
Yeah,
high school
You ever have
gymnasium.
lice?
Never had lice, but I was always so nervous when they did it.
I had lice.
I used to say a thing that it was so uncultured where I grew up that the first time I ever saw a pair of chopsticks was during a lice check in the gymnasium.
Yeah, I got lice before. I had.
You did?
Yeah, dude.
Of course you did.
I got lice, but I had it like it was like a front poodle haircut. So like my babysitter was like a punk chick, right? And
Sure.
then-
Were you wearing her hat?
No, I shaved everything but my bangs. So I had my bangs, like a buzz cut on the thing, and then I had the only place.
So
I
you're
had-
not new to looking like a goober.
Oh no, not at all, man. It's in my blood. But then the only place I had was the lice in the front bangs. So the rest, the rest of the hair, no lice. But then I just had a nice little.
yeah.
I had nice lice in the bangs.
That's a fucking.
That's
a
some bang
little hole-
bugs.
Yeah, bang,
That's what I had a little fucking
bang bugs, baby.
yeah, a couple of poodle roaches.
Dude, that's great because you were talking to me today about you're saying how you want to go back to New York City and walk across the street and ask our local pizza joint if you can get a job there, a cash job for good pizzas. And I'm like, bro,
No, not across the street, not at Rosario's. There's
Oh.
one down there. It's like a Tony's thing, whatever. It's like
you're not getting into Tony's.
It's
buddy.
kind of off Broadway, but the sign's been up for a while, and they got some decent
Oh, they
pastries.
want help?
Yeah, dude.
Well, dude, you walk into any small business with that haircut, and I dare them to turn you away. 'Cause
yeah,
I
exactly.
think every
It's equal opportunity when I walk in
every
here.
pizza place and every grocery store needs a dude who looks like you working there.
Immediately they're like, keep them off the till.
Yeah, full
keep 'em
blown
off the
autism.
cash.
Don't let them talk to people. Don't let them lick the apples. Don't let them bite. Hey, you've been biting the corners of the pizza boxes again?
Yeah. Well,
Teething.
I
You're
used to. I worked at a pizza place, Panago Pizza, from grade 10 to 12, and there was the sauce boxes, and the bags would come in the sauce boxes.
You
but
like those?
Yeah, they were so fun to punch, and I'd use them as like punching bags. And Gary Zub, greatest manager I've ever had. Pretty broke him like several times to just drink on the job.
Yep.
But he would always get upset about me punching the boxes. And then I said, Gary, don't you ever just wish you could punch things at work? He goes, you, multiple times. I go, well, then take it out on the boxes.
Yeah.
And then me and Gary would always punch the boxes.
You just draw a stupid fucking face with big wide eyes on one of these boxes. Just take a poke, baby.
Yeah.
Take a poke.
Punch the box, not me, Gary. But yeah, what can you do though, man? I like this haircut.
You can shave your fucking head. That's what you could do.
Yeah, just etch-a-sketch my skull to a fresh etch-a-sketch my skull to a fresh cut.
It's killing me, dude. We went after our show the other night. You and I went out. We were partying. Every time I just looked at you, and like every now and then you'd say something serious to me, and I just would die laughing, bro.
Well, what was it? We went and checked out the homeowner's place, and I'm like exploring. The first thing I do is I love exploring.
You want to check the bones out, huh? You want to see if it's good bones.
Check the room
Dwight
out.
Schrute.
Yeah, and then you're just sitting in the living room, and I come down the corridor, go, this place is pretty deadly, actually.
Yeah.
My cut, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of checking out, why don't we check in?
Check in, yeah.
Why don't we check in, Danny? You got a big week?
Yeah,
Wait, how long you been home for? How long you been back in Toronto?
Back in Toronto. Well,
I got here before you.
Yeah, I went to Ottawa.
Uh-huh.
For the week before. The shows in Ottawa were dynamite. I still say this is my third favorite city in Canada. It's never able to go below third. It's always able to go higher.
Ottawa.
Yeah, Ottawa. Beautiful people, beautiful city. They know how to have a good time. They're big city, small town vibe. So like I love that. It reminds me of like Edmonton. And every show at the Laugh Lounge has been nothing but bangers. So that week was good. I enjoyed myself. Gotta unload a little bit on the quarts, eh? The big tall quarts of beer, Labatt 50. Haven't had it. They give you a big
quarts. Is that the jug? Does it have a little handle?
No,
on it?
it's that's a handle.
Yeah.
A quart's like I think like 710. It's like basically almost a little mini 2.6 of like a beer, like a big bottle of beer, and then they have the small little glass.
Ooh, we like that.
Yeah. So I hadn't had one of those in 2.5 years. So it went a little good, but I would say honestly, man, I don't know. My check-in right now.
You got lice right now, bro.
No,
scratching that front bang a bunch.
I've been using the Good Life shower gel.
Forgive me, carry on.
Yeah. But I've been taking a lot of steams too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd say I'm floating around like a 7 because I realize, like, I don't know, maybe I was drinking a little too much, let the disease win a little bit, and I don't know. There's like,
the ghouls came out heavy.
I feel like I was drinking a little too much and having fun, and like, I don't know. It's whenever you're like back in Canada, I'm like, fuck, I want to go back home to Edmonton too as well.
This place runs on fucking maple syrup and beer, man.
Yeah, but no, I would say I'm like average. Shows have been really good. Just the drinking got a little to me, man. Got a little inside me soul a little bit. I got wet with the alcohol. Too much while I
know. I saw it. You had that fucking look in your eyes.
Well,
dude.
yeah, dude. And then you like look in the mirror too, and then you see it where it's like it fully affects you, bro. You got the bags under the eyes. Next thing you know,
I love that you're studying my face while you say this.
Yeah,
dig in, bro.
Yeah, your skin looks like shit. You look like a miserable prick.
Yeah.
But no, and then you feel sluggish. There hasn't been many days where I've like strung them together. Some would say it was a little bit of a bender, but it wasn't like crazy aggressive. It would just be like a late night. I'd have my 8 drinks. I'd tap out. But
it was a bender, bro. People were calling you Beckham at the bar.
Well, let me tell you this, man. You might as well look at the future because it's a bit of a Rama when I'm bendering.
Hello.
Hey. But yeah, no, I'd say, man, all in all, it's good. 7. I'd say I'm a 7.
I'll take a 7 any day, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take a 7. You know what?
I want to know is a 6 is your 7.
I would like. Yeah. It's true, man. I'm ringing in. I'm gonna say I'm at a 7 as well, actually, because you know what? The only thing keeping me from being higher is in fact that I've just been drinking my face off since I got here, man.
Yeah.
My face. Look at my face.
Yeah, it's fucking full of bags, skin.
Looks like shit. Yeah. It looks like shit.
The only thing that's keeping you together from cracking is the lotion you put on every morning.
Actually, it's gum keeping me together right now, dude. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Not even like fresh gum you chewed. It's just gum you find under desks.
Bro, 100%. It's not been good. I've been dipping in. In fact, I dipped out only like basically one night while I was here. Got a nice rest. I was so thankful for that. It felt so good. And then I got this big wedding weekend. First of all, Danny, I got here. And I went and I saw the Goats, Blink 182, baby. Rogers Center, 40,000 strong. That was fucking awesome. because now Tom DeLonge is like 48 years old, I think now, and he's still wearing a backwards hat, but he looks fucking badass because he's Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
And so everybody else at that concert is now like mid 30s to like 40s, early 50s.
Yeah.
Right? That's the pocket.
It's like
but they all see Tom and they all feel the vibe. So you have all these people who are like, they literally have kids in fucking high school and they're all dressed like teenagers again.
Yeah, well, they're reliving the youth in a sense where it's like it revitalizes them of their childhood or teen core memories.
It's the fountain of youth.
And then you get to have all the money that you have in your life right now.
Yeah, all that money.
All that money, buddy.
All that money, baby.
Might be selling the car,
dude,
by the way?
It was a problem because I literally like a lot of people at certain points were sitting down before Blink came on. They were sitting down. I'm like, I can't sit because my wallet's so fucking fat.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a better chance seeing over me if I'm standing.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up your whole spine from the ill alignment. Trucker
Costanza.
style. Yeah.
Costanza
So on my money.
I'm a 7.
Yeah.
If I say it enough, I'll believe it.
I'm a 7. I'm a 7. I'm a 7. I'm a 7. I'm a 7.
No, it's good, dude. I'm having fun here. I got a big wedding weekend coming up. It's not going to get any better. A couple more days. It's nice though. Got the lady here. I got my friends here. I get to see my friends. Going to see some friends tonight. I'm doing 4 shows tonight, man, which I haven't been able to do in a long time. 4 bangers. Right when we're done this pod, we're right downtown right now. So as soon as we finish this pod, it's off to shows. Those are my last shows here in Toronto, and then I go back to New York. And I got a week in New York where it's just me, myself, and Fink the rat, because you're going off to Newfoundland. So I get a little time to decompress, get to know Fink. Might just
have
honestly
a good one-on-one with him too. Like
I might pull up my fucking pants and murder him before you get home.
Do it, and then
I might just do it, dude. You come home, I'm wearing his little head, like a wolf, like fucking. I'll fucking
have him stapled to an X like Wolverine.
Enough is enough.
Like this.
Enough is enough, dude.
Yeah, we got to get rid of him. But I think
who knows what he's been doing while we've been gone? You didn't shut my bedroom door, did you?
I didn't even shut mine. Free range, bro. Free range.
That's just more room for him to run wide open, bro.
It's like when you're gonna put down your dog.
Yeah.
You got to let him have all the treats, all the good times. Let him give him all the nice stuff. Like
put a disease on your pillow real quick.
Yeah. Let him little Fink droppings.
Do you think he knows that the end is nigh because he had too much freedom this week?
Well, I think he knows the end is nigh is because he's probably dodged 19 traps. And that's the thing.
It's a game to him.
They snap and then they hit him.
No, I think he paused the trap and gets it out before.
I think his head is too big for the trap, so it snaps on his
you think
face.
it hurts him?
Yeah, it stuns him a little bit. I had a
upsetting.
dream, actually, where the mouse trap, there was a little bit of hair in it, and that's how I knew Fink was still running around.
Really?
Yeah, but I think what we got to do, dude, is I really believe we should get a cage and then cage him in it.
I like this idea.
And then take him on a journey on the train,
Yep.
ride the L line all the way to Manhattan.
I say we take him to Times Square and release him.
You want to release him in Times Square?
In Times Square.
I was thinking Central Park.
Get a nice drone shot with the billboards and everything. And then release big fat fucking Fink amongst the tourists, all these people from Austria and
Fink's
shit.
Freedom Tour.
Oh.
We'll bring him around on the L line all the way down.
The problem is, I think he'll make his way back.
Yeah.
That's the journey. We should attach a GoPro to him.
Yeah, we release him in the Times Square, and then he just runs to a homeless guy. The homeless guy picks him up, puts it down his shirt.
And next thing you know, the homeless guy's in our house?
Yeah.
Fink leads him.
He's underneath it.
Yeah. Fink leads the homeless man back.
You got any chopped cheese? Yeah. Well, that's good, though. You're going to have that time.
That is some little decompression time. I'm going to get back in the gym because, my God, Danny, have I ever taken some time off from the gym while I was here? And whatever.
Buddy, you and me both.
I think they say that every few months, like we said, I think we talked about this last time, you're supposed to take like 12 days off from the gym and just pile booze into your body, right?
You take 2 weeks off. You just eat as much shit as you can, pound so much beers that you ate like 9 loaves of bread, and then get back into it, and then realize how much of a piece of shit you've became. To add the extra fuel.
I think so. I think you're right. First couple days back are gonna be a little tough.
I have been enjoying the steam rooms though. That's what I have missed about the good life. I've been doing executive workouts like crazy. I'll just go do like 3-4 exercises, 20 minutes quick, and then boom, an hour in the sauna.
Oh, that's nice.
Just to get rid of all the booze.
I used to work out at Altia down here, that big fancy gym, and it had steam room, sauna. It had an ice shower, not a cold plunge, but like an ice shower right by the pools.
Well, I even had an ice room.
You could really pamper yourself. It even had a room with Himalayan pink salt, Stanny, where you go in there and
lay there.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
You can even lick the wall.
You can lick it. You can fuck it. You can do whatever you want at that place. You're paying enough, goddammit.
Lick it. Stick it. fucking feel.
Twist it, bop it.
Pass it.
Yeah, it's different working at Blink Fitness. By the way, did you get the email?
Of Blink Fitness?
Did you get the Blink Fitness email?
No.
They filed for bankruptcy.
Did they?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
No, it's okay though. They said go
When
about
did you
your
get
business.
that?
They said go about your business. Don't worry about us. And at some point in the email, Danny, it says at this point this requires no action from you. So I can't wait till they need us to do something.
Yeah, they're gonna
file a civil suit against the city or something to keep the lights on at Blink Fitness. So
when
yeah,
did you get this? I'm looking at it right
I got
now.
it the other day, man. You're probably not in with them like I am.
Yeah, I probably just immediately changed.
Probably went to your junk folder.
Yeah, maybe.
I read everything. But so Blink's in trouble. I do miss my old gym here, but I'm looking forward to going back to New York as well. Like I think that New York feels a little like home now.
Yeah, New York feels like home, and the crazy thing about it,
Missing the people that we like. A lot of the people we care
I'm
about.
missing Bubba. I miss walking in, checking in on Bubba.
Oh, I want to look at Bubba's big belly on the way to a
goiter.
show. Yeah, and his big Audi.
Yeah, his little
Sitting in the
intestine.
window with a fan hitting
I
him.
like the thing though, where it's like you come back to Toronto and you realize how peaceful it is.
We sat the other day. Actually, we had a nice meeting here. A nice dude buddy meeting.
Our first corporate business
and
meeting.
that brings us to this corporate office where the gentleman that we were working with, and you know what, for their own safety, we'll keep their names off of
we'll
it
keep
for
their
now
names
because
off of it.
we
Silent
don't
investors.
want to burn them.
Yeah.
We don't want to blow up their spot. They got
to keep our
They
angels.
got really good jobs.
Yeah.
They took us out for a really nice lunch, and we talked some shop. We're excited for the future of the Dude Buddy podcast, and we're excited for the people that are here right now at the beginning of this journey, because it is going to be a journey. We're not fucking going anywhere,
and
dude.
we're doing it for the 300 people that came before the 300,000.
That's right, barnacles.
Yep.
You're barnacles, we are barnacles, and together let's fucking stick it out.
Stick it out, but we're not going to be like those shitty barnacles on the back of a tortoise where that eats them away and stuff.
No, we're on the side of a tin boat breaking ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Arctic.
In the Arctic. But they took us out. We had a nice productive meeting, which was inspiring, and then you and I went down the famous Queen Street in downtown Toronto. We went to the Horseshoe Tavern, which smells more like piss than ever, and I love it. They usually have 50 on tap, Molson 50 on tap.
No, but they just had
didn't.
little bottles of 50. That's the thing I miss too,
a
bro.
$5 Canadian currency bottle of beer, buddy.
Yeah.
That is like, what is that? $3?
$3 American.
$3
$3
American. And we sat there. We each enjoyed. I bought a round. Danny bought a round. And we sat on the patio, and it was middle of the day, bustling Queen Street.
Yep.
And we couldn't help but notice how fucking quiet it was.
It was so quiet, so clean. The crazies here are nothing compared to there.
I noticed a lot of we had a problem in this town with tents. There was just tents everywhere.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind that you could, like, when you really logistically break it down. And I've always thought this, Danny, it seems like you have to be a certain level of fucking crazy just to get away with it. Like, you see a guy, he can post up in the middle of Dundas Square or TMN Square, whatever they're calling it now. You could post up
TMN Square, dude. That's where the lady set himself on fire. Not the lady.
I've seen that at Dundas. I've seen that too. But there's but you could just somebody there can just set up camp, and there's something about the fact if you look like you've boiled a squirrel alive, you're allowed to camp anywhere in this town.
Yeah.
If you and I
call
maybe
it
not
urban
you with that,
camping.
yeah, but if
What are you talking about, bro? Me coming out of a tent like this? in the
you
middle
look
of
good. I
Dundas
think you can do
Square?
it.
What time is it?
It's hot. You're
I'm all
all
sweating.
Sun's fucking the tent. No, but I
Some guy's just shaking it.
I think well, that's you go. That's what, dude. That's what we used to do. You know, in the country, you tip cows. In Toronto, you shake refugee tents. No,
not even refugee. No. If you're in Canada and you're a refugee, bro, you're put up at the Hilton for 14
true.
years.
You get a credit card, I think.
Yeah. They give you a credit card, put you in the Hilton, and then
no, but dude,
if you've been misplaced from your welding job, you can set up a tent at TMN Square.
but isn't it like funny though? Because you can do that if you're nuts. But if like I just walked in dressed the way I am and I started pitching a tent in the middle of Queen Street, the police would be on me in 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck do you think you're doing, dude?
Hey man, come on, you don't need this.
Yeah. Show me your scabs.
Yeah.
How many scabs do you have? Not enough.
Yeah, you just show them track marks, but it's just a Bic pen that you posted on there.
All right, one night, because that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. To dab trap marks on your fucking arm so you can camp for free.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Fighting your lip.
I'm not
till
crazy.
You bleed.
Yeah.
I'm just misplaced.
Got your little light on in there at night.
Yeah, it's dangling like this while you're trying to read your stoic books.
Just see your outline in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't noticed as many tents, but the crazies aren't. They just don't seem as threatening here as New York. New York, they got a little bit of bite to them, literally
I feel
and
like,
figuratively.
In New York, you get bit and you get something, but if you got bit here, it would just be like you wouldn't get it.
Well, you can go get it checked out at least.
Yeah,
in New York, you just gotta play the waiting game.
Yeah.
Right?
You get a tetanus shot immediately.
Ooh, 4 days and my arm's not green yet.
Why, look at that. The red is spreading to my upper arm.
Yeah, it's different. The subway, dude, seemed clean when I got back here.
100%.
It had been 5 months since I've been. Listen, I lived in Toronto for 15 years. It's been 5 months. Like I said before, it's the longest I have ever been away at one time. And truly, it felt like the subways felt cleaner, the city is quieter, and you realize that New York is, in fact, a big fucking shithole.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
What I like, too, about the TTC is from the difference between the subway is, like, it's a full open vessel.
You can ride it for free.
Well, but you can see it all the way back. You know how, like, the individual carts, and then when they open
but
up
also
the door,
new subway lines have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that there's
What do you mean? Are the new subway lines in Toronto?
The new subway is all the way open. There's no divider.
Yeah, that's what I like about it because you can see them coming from a mile away. While in New York, the door opens and you get
but I like
every day is like a Kramer entrance of a crazy guy going through.
There was like these memes and shit going around when Toronto first introduced those subways of people, because before, like, you contain the crazy on one subway, like if you're in it, you're in it, right?
Yeah.
But you're in one car and something nuts is happening.
Yeah.
And I hear people say it's somebody could just walk onto those and just spray a whole subway. Like you walk in with a
Well, there was
I don't want to encourage it, so I'm not gonna say it.
On my ride in to meet you to drop off the gear, there was an autistic guy, and he was holding his hands,
and it was just me looking in the window.
It's me. No, and he was like, hold this thing, and that's how you know I've been in America for a while, because he was holding his jacket, like his hands behind his back, walking back and forth, and I put my book down reading, and I was like, what is he holding in his hand? Like, what's up his sleeve? And I'm just watching, and I'm waiting, but then I'm like, oh no, he's just autistic on a train.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can be that.
Yeah, you can.
Especially on a fucking train.
Yeah,
that
100%.
actually belongs to them first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
You're
knew
going to tell
all
an
of it.
autistic guy to get off the train?
Sit down, quit walking, get off the train.
I built this same train in my basement. I
know
got a
everything
model.
about
It
this train.
moves.
I know about everything on this train.
It's but let me just say about your haircut before I forget, Danny.
What?
You see this?
Yeah.
Very demure. Very mindful.
What does demure mean?
Not very professional.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, let me tell you, bro. Every time I got this haircut, I'm not trying to look in demure.
What are you trying to do with it?
I'm trying to let it grow.
You let
now.
me in on it seemed like a deep psychological fear that you were experiencing the other night after we did comedy, because you've been going up there and you've been rocking the room, because you go up there and immediately the crowd's like, God, I hope he addresses the haircut. And then you do, and it's like, it's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Oh, yeah.
But then after you did it like 3 nights, you're telling me late at night when we were having some drinks after that show.
Yeah, I
you're
just
like,
leaned in and go, I don't want this to be me.
This can't be my life, dude. This can't be my life.
Turned into the haircut guy.
Yeah, can't be the haircut comic.
Yeah.
Hey, every city you go to.
I'm okay with going in and out of characters, but I am the character now.
I was saying,
I've become what I meant to destroy.
I was saying this off camera, dude, when I was younger in comedy, and I used to have the mustache and then shave the mustache, and then eventually the mustache came and it stayed. But I had the fear of being a mustache comic, because at the time when I was new in comedy, I would make a lot of jokes about being a guy with a mustache, and then one day I shaved it too tight, and I was doing these mustache jokes, and someone in the crowd literally went, "What mustache?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I realized I'm the mustache comic, and I need to have it now to tell these jokes. You cannot become the haircut.
Well, I won't, but let me tell you.
Actually,
I can't shave this short enough. You know what I mean?
No, bro.
This guy, I don't know. I'm gonna rock it for a little bit. I was with the mushroom, and then I fully commit to the haircut. But I'm enjoying it because there's a sense where it's just like, you can't be like too cool on stage or like jacked or look. There has to be some kind of like thing.
No, you were already flirting with being like too good a shape on stage,
Yeah.
like being too stocky.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I first
that's why I took 12 days off from the gym. People were saying that I was looking a little like a superhero.
You gotta kind of soften the edges, but then it's like.
But But then when you add that haircut to a strong build, it just seemed way more dangerous.
Oh,
Because this guy
exactly.
could snap. Like, dude, somebody closes a door too loud, and this guy's gonna fucking.
Yeah. But it's like because when I got when I went to college and then I became like 210, like massive, like it was the biggest I've ever been, but of like size, bulk wise, I realized that like people can't really laugh at it because they're almost like. And then when I get high energy and scared, they're like, "Oh, this guy is fucking roid raging," or like
Sure.
he's fucked up, right?
Nobody wants to see that coming at them.
Yeah.
Thumbs just drive right through your fucking eye. You look like a guy that if you got a hold of somebody, nobody could get you off of him.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. Like I got lockjaw, but at the arms.
and the jaw. And the jaw. Yeah. Just extremely dangerous.
Yeah,
Just a
but
weapon.
I don't know, man. I'm exploring, and that's what I love about my girlfriend and having one is because I get to just do this, and I don't have to worry about trying to.
It's
like,
true. You can just have fun with it. As long as she loves you,
smash.
you're good to go.
Yeah,
And
but
you
let
have
me
that
tell
love.
you,
You have your mother's love. You have mother's milk. You'll always have mother's milk. Dan.
Mommy, I will always have your milk, Mommy. Let me suck on your breast, Mother, and get nutrients from you. Can I have $20, Mommy? It's no longer $10 for the movies, Mommy. It's $16. That's just normal viewing. How dare you think I can go to IMAX for $16, Mommy?
Oh man, I do feel like you had a lot of. I feel like you look like a dude who took mother's milk up until like grade 8.
oh, of course, man.
Yeah.
Didn't suck it from the breast, put it in a
It's there,
bottle.
Yeah. Sure. Just bottled up, one full shelf in your home, eh?
Yeah,
You and your
yeah.
brother just getting primed.
It's like
every day.
wine. We got it like kind of on
Sure
an
you do.
angle. Yeah,
Aged, it's marked.
It's date.
1993. Would you like a glass
Oh,
of...
you don't open the 93.
Yeah.
Don't open the 93
Don't open the 93
for the company, eh? Somebody comes over, you open a 93 breast milk.
Let me tell you, that's how I know. On wedding day, I'm gonna pop it.
Sure you are.
I'm gonna pop it and go. Would you like to have a glass of my mother's milk?
I'm sorry. Does that say 1993?
Sure does. Now have a sip.
Yeah, sip.
If you take me from my mother, you must take what she has given
that's
me.
like that's the consummation of the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
You,
My mom.
you take
my
from
mom's,
my mother.
If you take me from my mother, then you must take what I take from my mother. You like me big and strong? Will taste what I took.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's how I do it. My mom has a sit down. Like
so
you know when
dark.
you go to a wedding or you go to your girlfriend's father to ask for the hand in marriage, she has to go to my mother,
Yeah.
taste the milk.
Taste it.
Yes.
If you want to take,
Yes.
if you want to take my son, then sip what has made him who he is today.
Fuck, man. I feel like now I just had a moment there where I was picturing you
Sucking on
sucking
my mom's boob.
with that haircut, and it's just.
Oh, while I
no!
do this to my mom would always say, I would put my hand like this, a little pinky on her lip, and
Oh no! What are you doing? Priming it? What's that like? Is that like That's like What are you doing? What's it called when you're starting a lawnmower?
yeah, you prime it.
You're priming it, right?
Yeah,
You are
I'm getting
priming
all
it.
the air bubbles out of the straight line. Yeah, that's how I do it. I rub this, and then I get all the air bubbles out of my mom's nipple. And I just
You want a
suck on it.
straight shot?
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
No bubbles in there. That's like expensive
That's
milk.
how I do it now. Yeah, I'm shotgunning my mom's tit.
Yeah.
I'm just turning it upside down so all the air's at the
Oh,
top.
you're doing a handstand?
Yeah.
You're on the fucking couch. Just
Yeah, my dad's holding me by my ankles and
yeah, chug. Your brother's fired up, running around, waiting for his
But
turn.
then I get all excited and I piss on my mom's head.
Oh no! Oh damn! And it's just an average, and you got company.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck's going
What's
on?
going on in the Martinello's rumpus room?
Is this how we get? Is this how we get him to bed, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Kids
worry.
all fired
He's got
up.
the zoomies right now, but he'll calm down.
My brother's just biting a hardwood
Yeah.
corner of the table.
You're wiping fucking the milk off your lip.
Yeah. Hey, pussies, going to bed.
Oh fuck, we like that.
just walk away with my berry bear. And I'm all fucked up, and I'm just go to my
Yeah, you're
crib.
swaying up the stairs, just burping white bubbles.
Yeah, falling into the Christmas cards.
Oh yeah.
Everything's going down.
And somebody like goes to grab you. No! Don't touch him. Do not touch him. You gotta let him ride it out. It's like sleepwalking. Eh? Don't you wake him
Don't
right
wake
now.
him.
He's in a milk trance. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. What did you feel? We came back here.
Came back, we did our show.
We did our show at Seabarn, and I don't know, dude. Like, do we owe an apology? What happened there? I think it was good, right?
I think it was good, but it was also like Because we've been stuck in showcase mode. We're
It was
not gonna
expensive.
Yeah, we're not going.
We charge full pop for those tickets.
Well, as they should, man. Fuck.
As we should. The dude buddies are in town.
Dude
but listen,
buddies are in town, and plus it's like, okay, maybe the last 5 minutes of both of our sets we were like whatever, but then it was like, man, I couldn't like.
I think this is what I think happened. And I think that I think you were beating their wheels off for the first like fucking 12, 15 minutes. I thought you had a great set.
Yeah.
I think I had a strong set too.
Yeah.
But then both of us, what we did is, look, we've been in New York. This is a shout out to anybody that was at the show.
Yeah.
You're not getting your money back.
Yeah, you're not getting your money
You're
back. It's
never
already
getting
spent.
your money back. It's gone, dude.
We already
It's
lost.
Gone.
We lost $8 on the $20
Just
to
on conversion alone, yeah. But we we came out, we were having a good time. I think we were banging out whatever like our new material is. We've been in New York for about a half a year now.
Yep.
And the first half a year, it's a lot of showcasing. You're showcasing everywhere you go. So you're doing a lot of the classics. You're doing the hits, dude. Because you can't be, when you're trying to break into a new club where they've never seen you before, you can't be up there fucking
Can't be
reading your
playing
notes
jazz
and
right
hoping.
away.
You can't be playing jazz. You got to
Yeah.
go up there and you got to be fucking Limp Biscuit.
Yeah.
All right? You got to come out there. You're giving them break stuff.
Yeah.
Every fucking time you're giving them break stuff.
Hitting.
Could you imagine if Limp Biscuit didn't play break stuff? The audacity. So,
yeah, you're just giving them your behind your blue eyes or whatever.
Yeah, great. That's what we came
for. The sad man.
Les Borland's up there, 65 years old with a painted face. This is just weird. So we're doing that. We're banging them out. So we come back here, and we haven't had a whole lot. We're starting to get some venues in New York, I think, where we can start to fuck around now and really develop new shit. But it's kind of recent, right? The first while there, we're hitting all these. We're hitting the bangers to get ourselves in good grace with these people. Where they're like, okay, these guys are funny. That's what you do. This is what you work for. Is so you can go to a place like that and show people how fucking good you are, right? And now what's happened is we're so tired of doing it. We're so tired of showcase. We're so tired of the bangers. So we have our new jokes and everything. I think we both have good new jokes right now that are working. And then we come out and we do those. We do one or two jokes that maybe people have heard, but then when you get to like the last 5 minutes, like this is where we could have each just turned it up, hit them with a couple classics, right?
Hit 'em with
and
a
just
couple
fucking
classics
got
and
out. But
closes
I
and
think
then
we
dip.
both, you could see that we were both so tired of going into that mode, and I think we both just kind of started to fuck around and talk to the crowd a bit. And some of it was great. I think it was still fine, but then at some point, I think I just saw some sad faces where they're like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Right? And then after you came up to me, as soon as I got off stage, you came up to me and you're like, "How do I feel about that?" And I was like. And I'm like, not like great.
It was like
it was like fine, but it wasn't. I think maybe what some people expected out of us. I don't know. I'm not apologizing. I'm not fucking apologizing. I think you guys got a good show, top to bottom. But I do think that there's a gear that me and Danny tapped into that we haven't been able to in a while. Where we just kind of fuck around and talk to the crowd, which is something you usually do. Not so much when people are paying.
Well, I
full
think we were
pop.
just having a lot of fun, and then it was like the new stuff. We were having so much fun, and then it was like banging. And, like, you know, it was a really great show. And then when you got that last 5 minutes, you're like, okay, well, I just gave you 15 minutes of new shit that I enjoyed playing. And then you don't want to give them, like, you see the energy immediately come away from the performer being like, oh, here's the fucking
I think so.
things.
I think it's like, yeah.
And I got derailed from that one chick in the front row that was just like.
She didn't seem happy.
No.
She picked up on the when I make a joke that usually at the end I lose some people on because it's like, I don't know, call it a body shaming joke.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people aren't on board, but it always gets like some sort of pop. And that's when she woke. I thought she was like maybe a little uptight, but then that was the joke that broke her. And the rest of the crowd was like, I don't know. But she was, so there was something in there. She had it.
Yeah.
She had it the whole time.
I just it was.
You didn't like it.
Oh, she had that.
You can't have that
face,
short
dude.
vision. You can't have that short vision up there, Danny. You got to look past.
No, I did, dude. The whole it was the thing that set me off was the whole front row was loving it, except for her. She was just staring, and I could tell that she, like, I reminded her of like a dude that probably did her wrong, or reminded her of somebody that she didn't like, and then it was just
Or of her
immediately
mentally challenged brother that passed away at the
Yeah,
age of
yeah, she's
15
all
from natural
from
causes.
natural causes, and I'm just here reminding of her with my haircut because
Yeah.
he had a bowl cut, but really
Yeah.
she wanted to smother herself with a bowl, big bowl of fucking hot dogs.
I'd like that you didn't back away from that
What?
analogy just now. You tried to find something there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big bowl of hot dogs.
Big
what we
bowl of
landed
hot
on.
dogs. That's what she needed, man. She's just staring at them, scarfing them all down.
Yeah. Overall, I don't know. It was a fun night. A lot of our friends came out. We saw some people who have supported our comedy for a long time came out.
But it was also just a
Didn't
nice
say anything
night.
to us after the show. Probably didn't like it, but
Yeah.
they, overall it was good. I had some old buddies come out. Some of my non-comedy friends were there, and that's always nice. That's always nice.
I met some of your friends, and I liked to meet you.
Those, yeah,
In the way that where it's
the
like you-
people you met are kind of all my friends, kind of like all my closest friends that I made during like college years.
Yeah,
during that time.
that's what they were saying.
Yeah, and then this weekend I'm actually at that wedding and I'm emceeing it, and it's tomorrow, and I'm not prepared, but I'll figure it out, right?
It's all right. Just get the running sheet. and
Hey,
then you
jazz
just
again,
roast
just
it.
like the other night at Comedy Bar. I'll
Yeah,
figure it
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
People are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Call the mother-in-law a fat chick that no one's gonna eat.
Dude, nothing like walking into a fucking wedding with by far the cheapest suit at the wedding that just got pulled out of a backpack, putting it on, and then bombing.
You're sweating, and then you just see all your hair gel just go into your eye.
I find it's easy as a comedian. You got the tools to kill at a wedding because you're always following a story where it's like, and Amanda took the last cookie. She always needed to have the last cookie. And there's like,
Well, I did.
that is so Amanda to have the last cookie. And then I go up there, I'm like, remember when you were helicoptering your dick at that fucking field party? It's a different fucking tone.
Yeah,
because like
and
weddings are brutal. when
The
you listen to
husband's
people.
loving it, but he's also like, oh my god, because his wife's just gonna
Well,
tear you apart.
There's always one set of parents that's horrified, and I don't know which one that'll be at this one. But I think this is gonna be a fun wedding. It's a fun crowd. It's all good. It's one of those ones where it's like, god damn, it'd be a lot easier to just go.
I said I was gonna attend,
Be
but
able to
I
let my
can't.
guard down and just fucking go. But it's it'll be fun, man. I'll take care of business.
You're gonna have fun. It will be a good time. You'll do well. It will be a nice little.
Really wish you were making a cameo.
I know.
Danny met my buddy in Austin, Texas, because my buddy was having his bachelor party there at the same time that we were there, and we all ended up boogieing one night. And you said you were gonna just swing by, uninvited.
I mean, I still could. I just don't have a suit. But then it's just like you know what I mean?
I mean, what are you doing? You don't need a suit. You're not invited.
Well, yeah, but then I'd
Just
have
show up, bro.
Then I'd have to get a rental car.
All you're doing is walking in right in the middle of a pivotal moment during the ceremony, and you're just giving a big thumbs up to him from the back of the room,
then leaving.
And then when he looks back, you're gone, and he'll wonder if you had ever even been there.
No, he's got to see me. He's got to
Yeah.
he's got to look. I give the thumbs up, and him go like this.
And then when he looks back up,
I'm gone.
gone, gone
In the rental car.
in a rental car.
Nice $200 gig.
Yeah. And then you fucked it up. He didn't see you. Fuck! You're on the highway on the way home.
Stuck
Fuck!
in traffic. Missed both shows.
Stupid! And then someone looks over and they see your haircut and you're bashing your head off the fucking steering wheel. Meep, 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 meep. You ever see, is there anything funnier than when you hear a small, sharp honk out of a car when someone punches the steering wheel?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Bing, bing. It's like the least angry sound for the most angry action.
Yeah, and then he just serves him.
You ever had any road rage?
I'm pretty like chill behind the wheel, actually, to be honest. Yeah, because I would always see like people get road rage, and then I was always like turned off of it. And I'm like, when you're road raging, it does nothing. My favorite thing is when someone's road rage.
man, stress about the things that are within your control.
Yeah, but my favorite thing is when someone's road raging, and then you're just so calm and you're laughing at them, and then it just gets them even more.
Well, nothing sets someone off more than not being taken seriously when they're trying to be dead serious.
Yeah, and
right?
then one thing I remember this guy who was just like going in and out trying to be, he was getting upset at me for like, you know when you're in gridlock and then you just drive the pace of the gridlock and then you kind of like, you'll stop when you stop, but then you try to just make it so you can just fucking coast the whole way because you're not going to go anywhere.
It's a nice little game to play.
Yeah, so I was doing this and this guy's trying to slide in there like this and then he's like, roll down the window, and then so I rolled it down. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, look in front of you and where do you think you're gonna go? Have you ever thought about that? Like, if you go there, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah, and then he's like, I got somewhere to go. I'm like, well, go then.
We all do, brother. That's why we're out here.
Thing, dude, I changed 2 lanes and then I got like 4 or 5 cars in front of him, leaned out the window in gridlock, found him, waved at him. This guy's laying on the horn.
That's
dude.
way more effective than a middle finger.
Oh yeah.
Just a nice little how do you do? See you never.
Yeah. Later, Gator.
I was one time in a car, leaving Toronto. Actually, I was driving out to the country, and I was with an ex-girlfriend. This is like this is a decade ago, and I was with a friend of mine, and he had suffered some brain damage at some point from took a baseball bat to the face and during a melee at Fanshawe College by a guy in police foundations.
Oh, he's
It
choking
really
on
changed his
spit
life.
there.
But great dude, really funny. And we were on the highway, and at one point, dude, and I'm talking like we're having a very normal conversation. Everybody in the car, some light music playing, and he gets cut off. And I just remember him grabbing the wheel and going, fucking cock, suck. And the veins were coming. I was like, cock, sucker. And he went beet red. And I just started punching the wheel. And I'm sitting in the front like, and I just turned to my girlfriend. And we're both like, oh, boy. And it got weird.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
weren't even, we just got on the highway. We had 2 hours left in the
Yeah.
drive. But it was like a full, dude, something broke, right?
Oh,
Like
man.
something broke.
There's-
And he did not care that there was 2 other people. It was such a, what you would expect to be a private moment.
Yeah, there was I
loved
was
it.
in the back seat with a comic and then another comic, and we were driving to a gig, and something set this guy off, and he just went, fuck, and then he blows through a stop sign, dude, and then both me, like, I'm in the back seat going like, whoa, and I'm like a young new comic. This is like maybe my 4th time on the road with this guy, and then the person in the front seat goes, oh shit, car, death mode, death mode, death mode, death mode, death mode, death mode, and he's just staring at a car that's about to T-bone us, and I'm sitting in the back seat just looking at this car. The only thing I could do is put my hand on the window like it was
Sure.
Matrix. Yeah. And then we just go through that, and then it was like we made it. The car almost smoked us, and then we're just driving, and it was probably silence for like 2-3 minutes, and then the guy in the front seat goes, well, what was up with that?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
weird.
And then the guy that was driving went, what was up with what?
Of course, he knows.
Yeah, and then he
knows
was just like
something.
this, and then I was just sitting in the back seat. I was like,
Oh.
whoa.
Can I get the aux cable?
Yeah, but yeah, and then I play like fucking church hymns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just to see a guy blow like a stop sign, and then
Wild.
immediately both of us look right, and then a guy going death mode,
Sure.
death mode.
I like this guy goes full fucking Cameron Diaz Vanilla Sky on you, and then the guy is just literally that's like prepare for impact.
Yeah,
Prepare
that's
for
what it was.
impact.
But
Head
instead
between
of
your
prepare
legs like
for
you're on a
impact,
fucking
it was
airplane.
prepare
Death
for
mode.
death.
You're about to die.
Yeah, death mode, and I'm just like, oh, second time on Calgary on the road.
You and I have been laughing pretty hard, probably too hard, at some of these car crashes on Instagram where you see the guys. It's always a guy like hot dogging. He's hot dogging in like a stick shift, just bing, bing, and then the clutch slips, and all of a sudden he can't like fucking. The one guy's like, brakes are gone, brakes are gone. You just see their face right before impact, and the teeth come.
Teeth going. I love the noise.
And it just evaporated. Well, no, they're not. They're fine.
But the thing is, though, is you're not
They're
supposed
fine.
to tense up. You're supposed to be loose.
Oh, sure. That's the thing, collapse like a fucking marionette in your fucking seat.
Dude, that's the thing.
Yeah, right.
So instead of going, you're supposed to go, huh.
You guys are going, when you should be going,
Yeah, he zigged instead of zagged.
oh, you pizzaed when you should have French fried.
Oh, yeah. But just to see, I love it, the one where people are like the truckers, and then they're,
Yeah.
and then they just, the whole kick.
The bouncing around.
Yeah,
The
you just see a
airbag
big
comes out.
Turk fly across the front.
You ever seen that one? There was that one video where guys sitting. He's driving a truck and he hits a like a light post in the middle of a parking lot, and the airbag just and his hat pops out the window, like his head just disappears, and just his bucket just slides out. It's so fucking good, dude.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, really good.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. What do we say? We're here. We're here. We got a few
We're
more
here in
nights.
Toronto. We're
few
here
more
a few
nights.
nights.
This, I mean, you're talking about drinking. We're trying to get better at the not drinking while we're here, but this is the place where we did some of our best and our worst drinking, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
This is the place where I would literally show up to shows with a front-facing backpack and a 2.6 of Canadian Club,
Fuck yeah.
and I would just bottle swig, and then I'd go on stage.
When I worked at an office way up on Bloor Street, way back in the day, dude, I'd walk out of that office at like fucking 5 p.m. and I'd swing by. This actually goes into kind of like camping when you look around. I'd swing into the LCBO. I'd grab a 6-pack of cans, and I would just drink cans and do like an hour fucking and a half walk home, just
Oh, yeah.
drinking a 6-pack. And by the time I got back, I was buckled.
Yeah.
And then I'd go out and like hit open mics, wearing
Yeah.
a leather coat, just saying weird shit, bombing.
Yeah, staring at them, sweating.
But like
from
that's
liquor.
what I was saying with the tents, because like there's something too when you see an absolutely normal looking person just smacking back in old Milwaukee at 5 p.m. on
You're
the
a
sidewalk.
Laker ice.
Yeah, you're a loser, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
a loser.
yeah.
You're down bad.
Yeah, but
You're
it's
down
like
bad. But I've had some good ones here, dude. At one time,
you got to be really mindful though, dude, of this like this-
very demure.
Yeah, you got to be
very
very
mindful.
demure, very mindful, because the liquor loves to come in. And then I was also reading my book where it's like pleasure likes to disguise itself as virtue, and then so you're like, oh, okay, sweet, I'll just do
Very
this.
nice, Daniel.
And then once you decide to indulge in your pleasures, it takes like a
Isn't that is that a cardinal sin?
What?
Almost. The
no, cardinal sin would be gluttony.
gluttony. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
that's the one I'm thinking. You're overindulging, though.
Yeah, overindulging, but then it's also like where it's like, okay, well, fucking, if you can't like say no to the simple pleasures of life, what's gonna make you be able to have the fortitudes when like shit hits the fan, or like when you can't, like when if poverty strikes, or like a very major mishap? It's like, well, then you're easily not gonna be able to look at that in the face and be able to take it with strides, because you just break every time to being like, oh, whatever, I'll just have one beer, and then one beer leads into 19, and then you're like just shit-faced, and you're like, all right.
Do you know how many
well.
times I've been like, you know what, just one beer, and then I fucking just I'm laying there, just
You know what
fucking
one beer
wide-eyed
is?
at 5 in the
Yeah,
morning.
just
like,
one. Just one is
what?
the equivalent of drink. It's the equivalent to just the tip. Where you're
Dude.
like, I'll just the tip, and then you end up full fucking smashing.
I've had some moments here, dude. I used to work with this company here, for a bunch of really cool company, where they deal exclusively in like the sports world, and I got to like do shit with. I was working with like Toronto Raptors, NBA players, Toronto Maple Leafs, really cool shit. And I was invited the one time to the Toronto Raptors Super Bowl party. All right, I think I've told you probably about this, but I was at the Raptors Super Bowl party. There were some Maple Leafs there. There was a bunch of Raptors, a bunch of actors, whatever. Tiffany Haddish was there, just buckled doing karaoke.
Yeah.
And I remember that night we ended up going to a club downtown. I was in a booth with like Pascal Siakam, now plays for the Indiana Pacers. At that time was Raptors. I was with Pascal Siakam, maybe Fred Van. I forget who else was in that booth, but I ended up well, first of all, at their party, they just had Grey Goose like buckets on ice, right?
Yep.
So, that's water, right?
Yeah.
That's for me. I can have
100%,
that, right?
yeah.
I can have all of that,
Yeah.
right? So then I remember just being in the booth with these Toronto Raptors.
That's all of.
And everybody's looking at you, right? Because if you're in a booth with like professional, like people are just wondering who are you, right?
Yeah.
You seem cool, you feel cool, and then all of a sudden I woke up fully clothed in my home the next day, and it was a full blackout.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what have I done? And I thought that I had
It's all right though. It's better to wake up
Destroyed.
fully clothed in your bed than naked next to Siakam.
maybe because at least if that happened, I would have known I still have a job.
Yeah, yeah,
right.
exactly.
This
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
I woke
Oh,
up and
you
I was
gave
like,
a job,
I
all
just
right.
lost it all. It ended up being fine. They were cool about it. They're like, we just shoveled you into a fucking Uber and sent you home. But like, that was one of those moments where I was like, I was never able to.
Did I ask Freddie Van Fleet for an end pass?
I was never, yeah, dude. I was never able to separate when was the appropriate time to get absolutely shit faced and when wasn't.
Yeah.
Right. And like, I remember being in box seats before at the fucking Rogers Center and just screaming and having a guy in a suit look at me and be like, act like you fucking been here before. He's like a boss from where I worked. I got kicked out of my office Christmas party once.
Really?
I got kicked out of my office Christmas party, dude. And then a lady asked me to leave, and I was all drunk. I'm like, I think I'm going to have another beer. And then a guy came up in a suit. And like, when a guy in a suit comes up to you at the office Christmas party, you should just assume it's somebody with some power
Yeah,
at
yeah.
your company. And he's like, you should probably get out of here. I'm like, or what? Or what? And he's like, you don't want to do this, right? So I had a little standoff. Then eventually I fucking left.
He's
Dude,
like, pull up your pay stub. Let me see your check. And then you
Yeah.
show it, and he goes, now look at my checkbook. And then
Sure.
it's his
Look
signature
at my watch.
and everything.
Look at my watch.
Yeah.
You know what time it is? Pulls out his Rolex.
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
for you to leave, motherfucker. So the next day, dude, I had to walk into that office and I got pulled into. I got a phone call right away from the boss's boss. Right, the phone rings. I'm like, oh, I'm so hungover.
Yeah.
Right, I'm like, oh, dude, I got called into the principal's office. And it was right because immediately everybody knew.
Sounded like you got called into the superintendent's office.
Kind of, yeah.
School board Jared.
So I get called in, and dude, here's the funniest part. So I had to walk across the office, walk of shame, through this office, and I had to sit in her office, which was a big glass office. So everybody there, it's the morning after the Christmas party, and I'm sitting in the principal's office, dude. Like everybody can see her. Like, look at this loser. I'm like 23 or 24 years old at that time.
Glass is getting fogged up from your liquor sweats.
Brah. And I came in, and she's like, okay, like I heard what happened last night. Not good. Right? I'm like, no, not good. I'm like, is there any way that I can like savor this? I told her I needed that job at that time, right? This is the job I got out of school and everything. I was like, yeah, what can I do to save it? She's like, I think there's a way to save it. She's like, you need to send an email to this woman, right? That's the first girl that had come up to me, but I need you to call this guy. And that was the guy that had come up to me, right? I found out he was the head of commercial productions there. Right? It was a TV station, right? He's like, he was the head, whatever. So fired off my email to her, and I called this guy, and dude, thankfully he was just like, yeah, that was not a good look. And I'm doing this at my desk too, so everyone's still fucking paying attention to this saga of me humiliating
you got 4
myself.
people leaning over your cubicle, just staring at you while you're doing it.
Yeah.
One
Guy shooting a foam basketball into my little net while I'm doing it. Fuck off, Craig. Fuck off.
You got the headpiece on.
Yeah. Oh, puts it down, listens, and I called this guy, and he was just like, "We all been there, brother." He was like super cool about it, but like. Oh, man. I don't know. Never knew how to turn it off.
What did you even say to the first lady?
Oh, I was just an email. I copied and pasted my last apology.
no, like at the thing. Like what?
Oh, dude. I think I in maybe fewer words, I kind of probably told her to fuck off. And then because I was like, who are you? I was just trying to drink, dude.
Yeah.
And then the next year, but dude, there's
Jared,
consequences.
I think you should like turn it down. I think you should turn it the fuck up.
Yeah. Or turn the fuck around and walk away. Yeah. But there was consequences. So next year at the Christmas party, dude, they're like 2 drink tickets. It used to be a fucking open bar. And I was like, ooh, I played right into that. But I think there was another guy at the company that another exec that like cheated on his wife that night. And that got out too. So it was a problem, eh?
Yeah.
Open bar Christmas party, dude. And it started right after, so whatever. I played into that drink ticket thing. I think they also switched to drink tickets at their boxes at the arena too. So, hey, you gotta leave you a stamp somehow.
You're like that one comic that ruined the fucking free meal.
That's right.
Yeah.
I did that.
And now you have to pay 50% off.
There's another comedy club where that might have happened as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, right after a weekend that I had with a buddy of ours. And they came out the next week. They're like, it's not open bar anymore. I'm like, all right, well, fuck.
Well, fuck.
I quit this company anyways. I'm not working for these guys anymore. Hey? I won't say who they are. Yucks.
Yeah. Gluck.
Go fuck yourself. I got my first show there tonight in years. This won't air till Monday.
Yeah.
But all right, dude, that's good. We got shit to do. We got shows. we got some burgers just came through the fucking door.
Yep.
Rudy.
Well, let's
an institution in Toronto.
Since we're having a smash burger, why don't we sash our intentions?
Smash our intentions?
Yeah.
All right, Danny. I intend to just say fuck it. Don't worry about my health in any capacity this weekend. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go enjoy this wedding.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go enjoy this wedding. I'm not gonna worry about the fact that the wheels are off and the car's still moving. But I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna try to smash this MC set. I'm gonna enjoy my stuff tonight. And then when I get back to New York, and it's just me there, me and Fink. I'm getting off the sauce, back in the gym every day.
Yep.
Got to finish this book. Haven't done anything since I got here that was like really productive. So I'm going to, I'm just going to go full health. I'm going to do some grocery shopping. I'm going to get a bunch of healthy food. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to put the fucking bottle down, and I'm going to bump this 7 up to an 8, motherfucker.
Yeah, because you said that you wanted to get to an 8 2 weeks ago.
I want to be, and I never did I? I
you
saw
always
it.
fluttering around
I whispered
7.
to it.
Yeah.
I whispered.
Kissed it.
Come closer, I said, but I couldn't grab it. So now that's my intention, is to just get through this, enjoy the rest of my time here back home in Toronto, and then just start putting the pieces back together when I get to New York.
Mm-hmm. That's a good intention.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome. You earned it. My intentions going forward are I'm going to finish the week of shows, have a really good dang time on the weekend at the Yucks, as well as the Nubian, and then I'm going to stay off the liquor until I get to Newfoundland, and I'm going to have one night where I can drink some Screech, kiss a cod, enjoy it, get a little bit sauced up on the weekend there.
Got it.
Just to be, part of the culture, get my certification of getting Screeched in, and then shutting it down till October.
Hell yeah, bro.
So I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the weekend booze-free till I get to Newfoundland.
You hear that? Until October. So when all you guys go on your sober October, Danny's back.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, baby. That's what you want. Contrast.
Yeah,
you want
So
contrast.
when you guys are doing sober October, I'm gonna be sober with you until my mother's birthday, and then I'm gonna have a sip or Sue with Mary Poo, and not just her breast milk. I'm gonna suck back a little bit of Crown Royale.
Nice, dude. All right. Well, fuck yeah, man.
Yep.
This was good. Toronto, we love you.
We love you. We
love
always
all
will.
The people following us right now.
Thank you so much.
Keep subscribing. Keep sharing. Keep letting people know.
Keep dropping in the comments.
Yeah.
What you like.
Drop a line.
Drop us a line. Drop us a thing, and tell us your top 5 Asians if you ever want to.
That's right. Always good to have your power ranking in your back pocket.
Yeah,
And we got some exciting shit coming up, so
stay tuned.
Stick around. Oh, Canada, and God bless America. Ta-ta.
God save the Queen.